Hello. Yes, welcome. This is the vlog. This is the vlog that I've been talking about for so long, of us going to America for 2 weeks, and I've spoken about it a hell of a lot, and it's finally here. I am at home waiting to get picked up. My bags are right there, my rucksack, my check-in luggage, my main luggage, and just waiting on Smithy and our mutual friend Phil, who's taking us to pick us up, to pick me up from my house, and we will be on our merry way to Heathrow Airport. Man, it is mad. It's here. I am excited and also, just really more eager to just get there and get through all the shenanigans at the airport, like security and everything, and actually get sat on that plane. Once I'm on the plane, I will be fine. And then once we get sorted on security side, when we'll finally touch down in America, in Atlanta. But yeah, it's finally here, folks. It's finally here. So from now on, this will be, we will be the next part will most likely be us at Heathrow, and then on the plane, and then we will be there. Boom. We have finally landed. Here is the Smith. We are going to sort an Uber to the hotel, but we are finally at Atlanta Airport. We're finally here. How's it going, people? We are in Atlanta. This is official day two really, but we flew in yesterday and we are now in the hotel. This is our first Good Morning America, if you can call it that. Smithy is just getting some bits ready. Just been walking about. I made myself a tea. Slash coffee thing. So you what?
Show them the pot.
Yeah, we've got this weird blend in the hotel room. Where is it? There it is.
Still in the machine.
No, it's there.
Yeah, there's still one in the machine now.
Is it?
Well, they got it out.
No, I took it out. Yeah, but yeah, this is obviously the complimentary tea and coffee selection in the hotel room. But this is a Brazil regular, and it says passion for coffee and tea. Oh, so it is actually tea leaf. It isn't coffee blend. Yeah, we read it wrong. But yeah, so this is one of the tea brands here. Coffee bean, tea leaf. But it looks like they both do coffee and tea. That's what they're saying. But yeah, so I just made myself one of them. Yeah, so we're just gonna get changed, get washed, and then we're gonna head on out and spend an actual proper day and probably a night out in Atlanta. We went to a bar, an Irish bar last night. I think it was called Meehan's. I think it was, wasn't it? Meehan's. So we went there last night. After getting checked into the hotel and everything, we were absolutely knackered from travelling. So we just decided to just go to just have a chilled out thing. So we had a couple pints in that Irish bar. We got something to eat in there as well. The food was really nice, I must admit. We got chicken tenders. The chicken tenders were gorgeous. I mean, chicken tenders you can get everywhere, but they were really well done. They were really nicely cooked. So we got chicken tenders, and then we got a massive tray. We didn't, obviously, I forgot, because American portion sizes are quite big. But yeah, we got some nachos to share between us, and we got a side of sweet potato fries to share between the two of us. So yeah, that was really nice. So this is one of the cups we have in the hotel room. We actually have like a Costa cup sort of thing. Still got some left. It's not too bad, to be honest. It's a bit weak, but it's not bad. Once it meshes and blends a bit more, you do get a bit more of a taste. But yeah, so we are finally in the hotel room. We are in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, it still hasn't quite synced in. Me and Smithy, we've had a conversation about this since we got here. Upon travelling, when was on the plane, getting here, we can't quite register between the two of us. We are actually in the States. We're in America, United States of America right now. The only giveaway is we saw some proper American big rig trucks as we were driving to the hotel. We got an Uber outside the airport, and then basically, obviously, wrong side of the road, of course, which is a big giveaway. But no, this is the view from our hotel room, which is actually quite a nice view. So that's the cityscape over there. We got talking at Meehan's bar. At Meehan's bar we was in last night. The guy behind the bar, he was really, really nice, and actually got talking to us and said, where you from, and got a conversation with him, and he actually gave us some ideas, because he said where we are situated at the moment is sort of like downtown Atlanta, and there's not much going on. So if you want to actually kind of properly get more of a vibe of what Atlanta truly is, there is these other places to check out, and they're not too far. They're within walking distance of getting to as well. So we're going to actually check out more the other quarters of Atlanta that has a bit more to do. So we're going to be doing that over the next couple of days. We're also going to do the Coca-Cola factory tour as well while we're here, and whatever else we get up to. But we are only here till Friday. We check out Friday, and then we have a domestic flight to Nashville. So we do, obviously today's like the official first proper full day here, but we're just, yeah, we're gonna go and probably get something to eat at some point for breakfast, because we only have bed, we don't have breakfast option for this hotel anyway. So yeah, so we're just gonna get changed, get washed, and head on out basically once we get sorted. But this is the hotel room. I forgot to do a tour as we got here because we were too knackered. I didn't really feel like doing any videoing yesterday properly. So here is our hotel room. It's a decent sized room. It's quite large. So we've got two basically like double beds basically. I don't know if they're queen or whatever they are, but they're quite decent sized beds. Please forgive the mess, but yeah, nice sized telly. Obviously Smithy's in the bathroom, but we do have probably the smallest bathtub I've ever seen in a hotel room. But yeah, so this is the hotel room, and we do have a very nice view, and yeah. I will say as well, just a quick thing before I finish, the hospitality's been really, really nice here. We've actually spoken to a couple people while we've been here, people that were generally intrigued by the accent, of course, being English and all that. And I've just been talking to the valet guy, this guy that is at the front desk, just off the front desk, check-in desk. And he came up to us. He's like, "Hey guys, can I be of any assistance? How are you?" Real nice, cool guy. He just spoke to us for a bit, and he says, "Yeah, that was really cool." And then obviously, Meehan's bar was at last night. The guys in there were quite cool. They were all Irish. They did have an Irish twang to them, so that was cool. And then but I think from now on, from today onwards, we're going to start properly heading out and experiencing what Atlanta has to offer as much as we can within the week we're here. But yeah, so there we are. Thank you for watching, and more will be coming as we go. I'm going to be very careful with what I take video as outside, because I will say this, there is a lot of people that seem to just hang about on street corners around here, and there's a lot of like homeless about as well. So I don't want to draw too much attention to myself when I'm out and about. So I will be very careful where I do record things if I'm outside. But we would like to go to the Martin Luther King Jr. Monument and Museum as well while we're in Atlanta as well. But you will see what we get up to when we do it. And I'm going to take plenty of pictures as well. But there we are. There we go, it's ready.
Please close all doors. Vehicle approaching.
Our first autonomous taxi.
Please don't touch the steering wheel or pedals during your ride.
There's literally nobody driving.
Speak to a rider support agent at any time. In the rare case
This is
of an
clever.
emergency, please keep your seatbelt fastened and remain in the car unless there's an urgent need.
This is just scary.
No, I don't know if I like it or not.
What's your thoughts, bro?
I don't really know. This is weird.
The first autonomous car drive by Uber. You can actually pick music. Let's put EDM on. Disney. This is what we're just being in. We're back at the hotel with Smifter after our first interesting experience in an autonomous taxi. Yeah, I was really hoping we'd actually get an autonomous car. I've heard of them in the States, and we've seen a couple of them buzzing around, thinking there was something else, but I remembered they're autonomous. We just got one, as you just saw. Smithy,
Yo.
what did you think of your first autonomous car drive?
Weird. I don't know how to describe it. In all honesty, I have no idea. Nervous is one.
It was bloody clever. The way it read all the road, it's just, and you put whatever music you wanted on. Well, in its inventory.
Yeah, very scary.
That was an experience.
What did you make of it, Bill?
To me personally, I think, I don't know. I was kind of hoping it would happen. It's weird not having a driver in front because
Yes, it is very strange.
you're at mercy of the machine, and if anything was to happen, get in a crash. But it was really clever. Any sort of subtle thing, like say if there was a car to the side, it knew, it went straight back in. It knew how to indicate to evade a
It got
hazard
through
in
tight
front.
spaces.
Yeah.
No problems. Better than most drivers.
It was actually really good, and good thing you didn't have to tip because there was no driver.
Bonus all the way.
And it only cost, how much did you say it cost for the ride?
Just shy of $12, just over English pounds.
Not bad. That that's our very first experience in an autonomous taxi.
Yes. Would I do it again?
Yes.
Yes, I would. Would I be nervous again? Yes, I would.
I'd love to be able to sit in the driver's seat. I don't think you're allowed though.
I don't think you can.
But that was cool.
Definitely a strange one, but
It
it's
was
an experience.
definitely an experience. I hope we get another one.
Yeah, definitely another beer. I'm glad I'd had a beer beforehand. Are you?
Yeah.
Would you have fancied that sober?
Yes. I'm not.
We'll have to wait till another day for you to find that one out then.
Hello, it is Sunday today, and we're just having a chilled one, mostly just chilling in the hotel. We're going to go for a little walkabout today and get something to eat and maybe a coffee or something. We had a night out last night, met some locals, we went to a different part of the city, went to, I think it was called East Atlanta, I believe, the area we was in. So we had to get an Uber all the way there, and it was about roughly about 20-minute ride in an Uber. But yeah, it was actually a really good night. We met some locals, got chummy with some locals. One guy was from Scotland originally. His family's from Scotland. Another guy's from Wales. One of the guys that we got chummy with was actually the guy who owned the bar, which was really interesting. But it was like a punk rock music sort of venue, the bar we went to. It plays a lot of live music, and it was playing live music last night, and I went to the pub adjacent to it as well, which was called Iron Something, I've forgotten the name of it. But it was very much inspired by rock and metal music, which was really cool. But yeah, that was a really cool vibe. That was like the first time really kind of like integrating a little bit into what the people of Atlanta, basically, and the hospitality. It was a really good Since we've got here, we've actually felt really, really welcomed. I will say that we've felt incredibly well welcomed. We've been embraced by the locals, and touch wood, we've not had any issues with anything. But no, it's been good. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for a little mosey on around the hotel and give you a little look-see of what our hotel looks like inside. It is quite a nice hotel. Considering it's a Hilton, I know my relationship with Hiltons is kind of diminishing a little bit because of TF Nation, of course, because that's also a Hilton that that's based at. But no, this is a really... Compared to the Hilton Metropole near the NEC, this kind of makes that hotel look like its little brother. This is quite a grand hotel, but there is another hotel called the Marriott, literally just next door, and is like a sky bridge that leads you to that one as well. And that one is on it's basically it is a proper skyscraper hotel. It is unreal. There's nearly 40 floors. Just rooms. We actually got lost yesterday in there, but it was quite cool. The architecture of that one is it dwarfs ours. Let's just put it that way. But if I've got time, I might go back there and maybe get some shots of that one as well inside. But yeah, our hotel is actually quite cool. But you will see that right now. Some interior shots, and I will take some exterior shots as well of what the hotel looks like outside, because it's an interesting architecture. The way that the building's designed is quite cool. But anyway, so let's go and do that. Hey there everybody, it's me, and we are going to, I don't know if you can see it, the world of Coca-Cola today, which is the Coca-Cola factory. And we're just going to go and get a nice coffee from here. It's a nice day out, and yeah, let's do it.
On the walls, you guys can see all of our different islands.
This is inside the Coca-Cola, Welder Coca-Cola factory. This really cool little scene of back in the day when the formula, where it was first created. This is really cool. Wait up. Had a good night?
I would have, but you were there.
Yeah, that's true. Good night at me hands.
Mihan is the place to go.
Go Guinness.
Very nice Guinness.
If you're an Irishman, go to me hands. And I'm an Englishman that likes a good Guinness, but that is the best Guinness I've ever had.
It is a good Guinness.
Definitely.
Very good Guinness.
We're going
Nice
for
place. Nice food. Nice hospitality.
nice stuff. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome. Yes, today's been interesting. Me and Smithy went round a different part of Atlanta today. I think it was more around the east side, I don't know, but it was very close by the college here in Atlanta, a lot of the educational part of it. So I went round there, a lot of really cool traditional, proper, traditional American homes, like what you see in the films, like all very wooden, all made out of wood. Very, very beautiful area. So me and Smithy had a coffee. I had an iced coffee at this little cafe thing that was on the street corner, and I got a nice iced Cuban coffee. So it was made with Cuban coffee beans, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So now we're just chilling out in the hotel room. Probably might go out for a few drinks and something later, but for now we're just chilling out. But yeah, today's been really cool. We also went around the Martin Luther King museum. Yeah, we went around that today as well, which is something me and Smithy wanted to check out before coming. Very interesting, very eye-opening experience. Looking at it, looking at everything. We also went to the place of rest as well, where him and his wife are, laid to rest. Very beautiful area. But yeah, so that was what we've been up to today. We also went to the World of Coca-Cola factory yesterday, which is what you would have seen in the last segment. That was really cool. But yeah, they're the main things we actually wanted to do, which was the Martin Luther King experience. We also wanted to check out the Coca-Cola factory, which we've done. So that's two things we've ticked off that we was most looking forward to. But yeah, so gonna continue to chill out now, and probably some more shenanigans tonight. But we had a really cool, it's been really cool so far. We actually spoke to the first British couple, a man and a woman. There's like a local pub that we really like. It's an Irish bar called Meehan's, and we've been going there pretty much every night since we've been here. And they pour a perfect Guinness. I've never had a Guinness quite like it. It is beautiful. So I went there last night, and there was a husband and wife that were basically passing through. Basically they were like driving through America, going to different parts, and they got talking to them. One of the husband. Well, they both actually live in Birmingham. So yeah, we got talking to them last night, had a good laugh, and that's the first actual UK, besides ourselves, that we've actually seen so far while we've been here. There don't seem to be that many people from the UK here, to be honest. There probably is, but we just haven't seen them. But yeah, it has been really, really cool so far. But I'm going to go and chill now. See you in the next segment. How's it going, people? Yes, I just thought to do another segment while I had a moment. Yeah, everything's been really, really good since the last segment I did. This is going to sound very samey, but yeah, just chilling out. There's like, we found like a little seating area outside, like a little veranda. So yeah, just coming out here for a change instead of going outside the front of the hotel, just to, to get some air and whatever. But yeah, so far the holiday's been great. We only have today and tomorrow. Obviously today's Wednesday. We only have tomorrow, so we've only got today and tomorrow that are full days, and then we fly to Nashville on Friday. I'm going to try and get some exterior shots of us walking around Atlanta because I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I've been very careful of having my camera on display because I will say this about Atlanta: there is a lot. No matter where you go in the world, you are going to get people that are less fortunate than yourself, and you're going to get people that literally are begging and on the street corners asking for money or whatever. There is a lot of that around here. They literally will just randomly come up to you. They don't look homeless at all. They look relatively well dressed and everything, but yet they're coming up to you asking, my family's being put up in this hotel just down here, and can you spare a couple dollars and this, that and the other to get something to eat? And there's a lot of that around here. Obviously it's our first time in the United States, and I'm not surprised there is people that are homeless because it is a worldwide thing. But yeah, you do get it a lot walking around. You could be outside a bar, you could literally be outside the hotel where we are now, and people will just wander up to you asking for money. It does get a little annoying, I will say that. It can get a little annoying, but at the same time, it's one of those. People, less fortunate than myself. So. But yeah, so today we're going to actually go and check out a Target, the retail store Target. There's about 3 of them within the local Atlanta area. There's one of them roughly about an hour away, about 50 minutes walk. We can do that. While we've been here, we've walked over 8 miles. No, I think yesterday we walked over 8 miles, just yesterday. So altogether, I think we've walked like 15 bloody miles or something like that over the course of the days we've been here. That's what me and Smithy do. When we go on holiday, we very rarely will use public transportation. I might use the odd taxi. Or, say if we've been out for a night out and we're a bit far out, we'll probably just go sod it, we'll just get an Uber or something. But for the most part, we just walk. We just walk and walk and walk, and doing that way, we are finding things, we're stumbling upon stuff that are off the beaten track, so to speak. So to speak. But yeah, it's been a great holiday. Everybody's been very accommodating, very helpful. Even though we have actually been told, what's kind of interesting, we have actually been told that, whenever anyone interacts with us and then they find out that we're British, that we're from England, the next question to us is, why Atlanta? Why are you here? Why did you choose Atlanta? And it's almost like this just element of surprise of why we've chosen to come here for a vacation, for a holiday. And it seems like Atlanta is more of a destination for business, like people that are maybe visiting for a couple of days on business. Because yesterday there was a convention on next door at the hotel called the Marriott. So there's a Marriott hotel literally next door to ours, and there was an energy convention, basically nuclear energy. People kind of selling nuclear energy at this convention. That was hosted at the hotel next door, and yeah, it seems to be more business than pleasure when people come here. I don't think they get many tourists. They probably will get tourists, but it probably is not as much from the UK, I guess. I think people from the UK will go to the places like New York, in New Jersey, Chicago, Florida, Orlando, New Orleans, places like that, which are much more tourist hotspots. But where we are it is a tourist area where we are located. We are downtown Atlanta, where we are located currently. But no, it's really, really cool though. It's really good vibes at this side of the city. We have actually been warned not to go to a certain place. I can't remember the name of it now. But there is certain parts of Atlanta that are not very safe. There's a lot of violence of all kinds, which unfortunately you're going to get that no matter where you go. But so far downtown Atlanta, where we are currently, is very safe. It's we've had no problems with any altercations with anybody. Everybody says sir and ma'am, very respectful. Yeah, all the bar staff have been helpful, giving us tips and where to go, what to check out and stuff like that, which has been really cool. But yeah, it has been a great trip. It really has been a great time in Atlanta. We've had a really good time. The hospitality, the people have been great. Yeah, we've had some really random conversations with people, we really have. And just like outside the hotel, for instance, or going to the bar, going to the local bars, you know, it's been really cool. We fly to Nashville on Friday. So yeah, we only have literally today and tomorrow, 2 full days, and then we move over to Nashville for a week. But yeah, all good. Hello everybody, how's it going? So I'm just chilling out on the chill out terrace thing in the hotel. Went for a nice steak today. Went to a place called Ted's Montana Grill, I think it's called, and they do bison. They specialise in bison meat, so bison burgers, meatloaf, steaks, and so on. And I've never had a bison cut. I've never had a bison steak before, so I thought, well, that's something different for me and Smithy as well. So went there to Ted's and had a nice steak. Really, really nice. It was probably one of the best steaks I've had. We've had one really good steak, which was back at, when was it? It was Benidorm, of all places. We went to Benidorm, going back a bit now, and we got I think it was a T-bone, and there was two. We went there twice over that time period was there, and I had a T-bone one time, and there was something else the second time. But it was probably the best steak. It was then the steaks we had in Benidorm were like the best. They were beautiful. But this bison steak we had from Ted's, I will say quite openly, it was probably a close contender of being one of the best I've ever had. It just melted in your mouth. It was a beautiful piece of meat. It really, really was. So yeah, that's pretty much all we've done today. Went for a little walk around. Today's our very last day, full day here in Atlanta. We have to go to the airport tomorrow to catch the flight, a domestic flight from Atlanta airport to Nashville. So yeah, unfortunately our first week in Atlanta is coming to an end. This is literally the last day, and tomorrow we've got to be up relatively early, get a taxi to the airport, and yeah, start a whole new week in a different part of America, in Tennessee. It's going to be cool. But yeah, you know, like I've already said, it has been a great week. It has been a really cool experience. Very much kind of like a good pinch, a good taste of what the real America is, in a way. It is just so cool. It really, really is cool. It has been a really, really good time. I've really enjoyed myself. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to see what Nashville is like. That is definitely going to be much more party heavy. But yeah, it'll be cool. See you soon.